So, I was under the RV last night, changing oil. Working at night, it's a little bit cooler around here. It's been horribly hot and muggy in Kentucky. And while I was under here changing oil, I'm always looking around at stuff, trying to see what's going to tear up next, try to prevent problems. And I was looking around the radiator, and I noticed this big gap. I thought, well, that ain't supposed to be there. I seen that big hole here, so instead of drawing air through the radiator, it's pulling the air around this big gap and not cooling the water like it's supposed to. And so I got to looking at the other side. So the other side, you can see here, it does have this rubber flap. And it's got a little rubber lip that fits right on the edge of the plastic cowling. And I first thought, well, I'll just get me a rubber flap and fix that. But I realized that's not going to work because it's kind of off center. I don't know if it's the radiator, the cowling, or whatever, but for whatever reason, you know, this edge is lined up with past the fins. But over here, it's offset by a good 3/4 of an inch or so. So even if I did buy a brand new rubber flap from Workhorse, it's just going to fall out again because there's nothing there to keep it in place very well. It's not going to be able to stretch across and keep that air sealed out. So I was looking at that and I said, okay, I got to come up with something myself. So I went down the garage and looked around and come up with something. I found there's some leftover material. This stuff is, let me pull back when you can see better. This is what you use on the side of your garage door. You screw it on your door facing or the frame, and then when your door opens and closes, it rubs against this rubber flap and keeps the cold air out of your garage. So I thought, well, that's just perfect, because now with that, I can take it, because I got the hard plastic part that I can screw into the plastic of the radiator. Then I got the rubber flap that will extend out and seal against the radiator, because I'm doing this one-handed right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I kind of did a dry run. I got it notched here so it gets up past that little thing where it's put together right here like that. There you go. So I'm going to get that screwed in place, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. But that should seal it up good, and hopefully you get a little bit better cooling performance and keep this big monster fan from kicking on so much and robbing me of my horsepower. Oh yeah, while I'm under here, I was going to show you something else. This is a handy thing to do. This is a W24 Workhorse, got the 8.1 Vortec engine in it. Well, let me see, it's too bright, it's not, there it goes. If you can see it, oh, dang. Here it is. But I took me a schematic of the belt, the way the belt runs, and put it underneath here. So, and I keep a spare belt with me. So if you see how crazy twisty turns that thing goes on there. If you snap that thing and you don't know how it goes back on, you'll have a heck of a time, figuring out that jigsaw puzzle. So that's a good tip to do if you can get on. I don't know. I got the repair manual, so I printed it out and taped it on there. Or you just make your own drawing and tape it to the bottom of the shield. Do that before it snaps and leave you stranded somewhere. Because that thing with if the belt breaks, you ain't going nowhere. So oh yeah. And putting this on, there's a little device that's coming very handy. That's this tool right here. This is called, I've had this thing for 25 years. It's called a skew driver. I guess they still make them. Let's say you can put it together here. Like that. You see, it gives you this little right angle. So that came in very handy when it come to putting the screws in on this thing. Because I can come up here and run those screws right in, because it's a tight spot inside the frame. But I'll get this bolted in here, then I'll give you a final shot of what it looks like. Okay, the job is done, and you can see it there. Turned out really well. Sealed up that big gap all the way up to the top, and all the way down to the bottom. So maybe that'll improve my cooling just slightly. We'll see. Be sure to use short screws, because you don't want to go through and make a hole in the radiator. That would make for a bad day. But anyway, it's all done and worked out well. And I just want to show something else. I always like showing cool tools. I just got this recently. I don't know what the heck the name of it is. Well, I got it on Amazon. There it is. What's it called? Hausbell. Hausbell. But this thing has been great. It's got one thing. It's got these super batteries in it. I've never seen batteries like this before. 300 milliamps, lithium ion. They just go forever. And it comes with a charger. I think it was like 20 something bucks on Amazon. But the light it puts out is tremendous. Look at that. Woo! Let me just put you. It's LED and it's got a flash, a dim mode and a flashing mode, strobe, and all that good stuff. But boy, if you need to work on something at night, crawl up around the attic. It holds to your head good. It's super bright. I don't know the lumens on it, but it's more than you want to look at. That's an awesome dandy tool. But anyway, this project is done, and I'll see what I can get into next. See ya. Have a great day.